Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. I am Sumaya Abubakar, taking you through the stories trending online that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today. President Tinubu's government inherited a terrible economic situation, says Oshiomhole. There will be no fuel price hike, Tinubu assures Nigerians. Federal government dissolves advertising standard panel over all eyes on the election tribunal judges' billboards. And Kenyan government reinstates fuel subsidy after months of violent protest. Now, top of what's trending today, we have Senator representing Edo North, Adams Oshiomhole, has said that the Bola Tinubu administration, of course, inherited a terrible economic situation. Oshiomhole, who is a chieftain in the All Progressive Congress APC, stated this while speaking with newsmen after a meeting with Vice President Kashim Shettima at the Aso Rock on Tuesday, August 15th. The former governor of Edo State said there is no quick fix to the economic challenges confronting the country. He said in his own words, the issues of the economy is work in progress. There is no quick fix. The government inherited a terrible economic situation. Everybody knows it. The government inherited an economy in which our total national revenue was barely enough to service our debt burden. Nothing can be worse. But they came determined that they will have to do the business unusual to arrest the drift, stabilize the economy, and then begin to move forward. Some painful decisions are necessary. It is like any of us that has been unfortunate to have an ailment that requires surgery. If you want to pretend, you can be applying Vaseline, perfumes, creams, and wear Barbariga to cover all the manifestations of that disease. But a trained doctor that believes in the ethics of medicine will tell you that you need a surgery, he said. A netizen commented, they no longer blame the PDP as they did during Buhari's tenure. Another said, Tinubu said nobody should pity him. He can do it. That is why he contested. And someone else said, you cannot move forward when you are glued to the past. Let's focus on the way forward and stop this victim card strategy. Next on what's trending, we have President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Tuesday, August 15, assured Nigerians that there will be no increase in the pump price of premium motor spirits or petrol anywhere in the country. According to the special advisor of the president on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, the petroleum market has been deregulated and will remain the same way. He stated that the federal government will address the inefficiencies within the midstream and downstream petroleum subsectors to maintain prices where they are without having to resort to a reversal of the administration's policy in the petroleum industry. This comes less than 24 hours after the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, said it had no plan to raise the pump price of petrol. In a terse statement on Monday night, August 14th, the company urged Nigerians to disregard speculations of a fresh hike in the price of the premium product. The NNPCL has repeatedly increased pump prices of the premium motor spirits or petrol since the May 29th declaration of President Bola Tinubu that fuel subsidy is gone. A netizen said petrol shouldn't be more than 150 naira with the minimum wage in Nigeria. A guy said it is hiked already. This current price is high. Any other hike from this one, it will just mean that you want to kill people. Another guy asked, I thought subsidy removal has left the price of petrol at market forces. So how can you control that? How do you reassure Nigerians on something you cannot control? Next on what's trending, we have the federal government who has dissolved the Secretariat of the Advertising Standard Panels, the ASP, over its approval of billboards with the title All Eyes on the Election Tribunal Judges. The All Eyes on the Election Tribunal Judges narrative started as a social media campaign by the supporters of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the last presidential election, Peter Obi. The campaigners are alleging plans by the judiciary to favor the incumbent President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And according to the federal government, the advertisement was a blackmail of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. The Director General of the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ACON, Dr. Olalekan Fadolapo, announced that the dissolution of the panel in the statement released on Tuesday, August 15th. Fadolapo said the council has also suspended its director and deputy director in charge of regulations to allow investigations into the issue. While noting that some of the adverts were not approved by the ASP, he said that the panel erred in the approval of one one of the concept as the advertisement failed vetting guidelines. ASP is the statutory panel under the council charged with the duty of ensuring that advertisement conforms to the prevailing laws of the Federation as well as the Code of Advertising Ethics of the advertising profession. A netizen said ECOWAS would not see this one as infringement of rights to freedom of speech. Someone said, let's make it trend. Governments will know that power belongs to the people. A lady asked, what has this got to do with the economic problem in present Nigeria? Next on What's Trending, we have the federal government who has withdrawn the illegal possession of firearms charge it filed against suspended Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele at the Federal High Court in Lagos. Recall the Justice Nicholas Owe-Ibo had granted a 20 million naira bail to Emefiele after he was arraigned and ordered his remand at the Ikoyi Correctional Center pending the fulfillment of his bail conditions. In spite of meeting the bail condition, the DSS still kept Emefiele in custody over some investigative reasons. On Tuesday, August 15th, the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, at the Federal Ministry of Justice, Mohammed Bakodo Abubakar, approached the Federal High Court in Ikoyi with an oral application to withdraw the illegal possession of firearms charge. This was opposed by the Defense Counsel Joseph Daudu San, who accused the federal government of disobeying the initial court order which granted Emefiele bail. Addressing journalists after the proceedings, Abubakar said the fresh charges were filed at the Federal Capital Territory FCT High Court. One of the counts accuses Emefiele of conferring unlawful advantages. A netizen commented, confused set of people, they don't know what to charge him with. A guy opined this was the plan all this while. The firearms charge was to give them enough time to investigate other dealings, but I think he is a scapegoat. Buhari is somewhere with toothpick enjoying. Another guy wrote, please, if not for anything, let them jail Emefiele for making us buy our own money in this country. He should be jailed for life, okay? Now let's take a short break, and when we come back, you will see what happened to a former presidential candidate. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's Newsfeed. Now, the former Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Kingsley Moghalu, and his wife, Marianne Moghalu, were trapped in a faulty elevator on Monday, August 14th. Marianne Moghalu, on Tuesday, August 15th, revealed this in a tweet with the videos of the incident about what happened abroad. She disclosed that she and her husband, who is a former presidential candidate of the African Democratic Party, ADC, were trapped in the elevator for 30 minutes before they were rescued. Take a look.
Okay.
Oh, please don't let the door close.
Yeah, you're good? Yeah. You're good now, Mark. Don't stay up. No, you're good. Don't stay up.
Someone wrote, I will never enter the elevator anywhere in Nigeria again. Imagine that this was in Nigeria. They won't be this fast in rescuing them. A lady said, reason why I don't bother with elevators, my phobia is crazy. Claustrophobia is no joke and panic attack will kill me before lack of oxygen does. I would rather take the stairs even if it is the 11th floors or more. A guy said, this video goes a long way to reveal that the elevator malfunctioning is a normal thing, but the measures put in place to address it is very, very important indeed. Next on What's Trending, we have a resident who called out a soldier for allegedly threatening to shoot his neighbors who are disturbing his peace. Now, this made Nigerian netizens react differently from what the posters thought it would be. Take a look.
The battle line is done, and I'm going to discipline them if I do not do it. God Almighty. You know the fees.
Mommy, leave that man, leave that man. Leave that man. No. That's what I want to let him do it. People should look at this man. We are living in the same compound. Because him be army man. He wants to use his right and oppress people in this compound. That we cannot shoot Vitze again. What do you mean? Say that you will shoot them. You will shoot them what?
Your house, the way I did inside where I rent, apartment, 300 plus. I know you stop me now. You go tell me. But for the fact that you thought you have every equal right by disturbing order, then correcting you are showing power.
Why are you saying you will shoot them? You should see Nigeria police.
Why you come and carry my brother? You're telling me that you need to stay away.
A guy wrote, the girl is actually wrong. She using her acting and noise to disturb others. She should take proper excuse from the other tenants before engaging in such. Another guy opined, you can't be using your comedy whatever to disturb the peace of other and be forming victim. And someone added, normally these people are the problem in that house. Next on What's Trending, we have Kenya's Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, the EPRA, has reinstated the fuel subsidy program President William Ruto scrapped on September 15, 2022, after his inauguration. Upon coming into power, President William Ruto removed fuel and maize flour subsidies, but put in place by his predecessors, saying that he preferred subsidizing production rather than consumption. The move was also aimed to cutting the government spending as it seeks to get a handle on debt repayments that have forced it to deny market speculations about a possible default. The removal, however, led to the increased living costs and contributed to violent anti-government protests in recent months. The Kenyan government has now made a U-turn, saying that it has reinstated subsidy to stabilize retail fuel prices for the next 30 days. The EPRA said that the Petroleum Development Fund was reinstated to cushion Kenyans from higher fuel costs, which was caused by the doubling of the value-added tax on petroleum products from 8 to 16%. The maximum retail price of the litre 0.26 gal of petrol will remain constant at 194.68 shillings, that's about $1.35, shielding consumers from an increase of 7.33 shillings, that's about $0.5, which the government will shoulder through a price stabilization fund. A netizen commented, problems everywhere. It is subsidy on PMS that sustain most African countries' economy, including Nigeria, as governments remove subsidy everywhere cast. A guy said, the truth is the price of fuel is very high worldwide, so Tinubu should reconsider the fuel subsidy. Another guy said, some people don't even know what subsidy is. I just explained to a lady this morning and the effect of the subsidy if Nigerians continues to borrow money to pay subsidy. And lastly, onto a funny video of a mother taking her me time at the same time doing the mama duty. Take a look. Now, women multitask, but mamas definitely need breaks. And that is all on Newsfeed today on Trust TV. Follow us and subscribe to all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Bye.